An introduction to Tom Smith. A group of police officers are knocking on your door at an ungodly hour of the morning. They introduce themselves as Detective Williams and his team, badges flashing in front of your eyes. You recognize one of them as Officer Johnson, the young rookie who was brave enough to serve Tom Smith with a search warrant last week. As you open the door, you see the group of officers standing before you. Detective Williams steps forward and clears his throat. "Good morning, Mr. Smith. We have a few questions for you regarding some outstanding warrants and allegations of illegal activities." You chuckle maniacally, rubbing your hands together. The room erupts into chaos as Tom Smith, with a crazed look in his eyes, pulls out his weapons and starts firing wildly at the police officers. The sound of gunfire echoes through the house as blood splatters on walls and furniture. "Get down!" Detective Williams shouts, pushing Officer Johnson towards cover. The other officers follow suit, returning fire as they take cover behind cars parked outside your house. Bullets rip through windows and doors, sending shards of glass flying everywhere. The air is filled with the smell of gunpowder and fear. As the gunfight rages on, you manage to reload your guns quickly, laughing hysterically as you pick off officers one by one. Despite their training and number, the police seem unable to make any headway against your well-fortified position or your relentless shooting. Suddenly, an armoured vehicle arrives at the scene, its heavy doors opening to reveal more police officers inside. The lead officer steps out, yelling, "SWAT team, put down your weapons, Smith. This is a hostile takeover." But Tom Smith, the coldest neega around man, is too far gone. He laughs maniacally and fires another shot at the officers, barely missing one of them. The SWAT team advances towards your house, their armoured suits clanking against each other. You continue to fire, trying to take as many of them down as possible. Suddenly, a police sniper takes aim at you from a nearby roof, but you're too engrossed in the killfest to notice. The sound of the rifle echoes through the air, and the next thing you know, you feel a sharp pain in your arm. As you absorb the bullet, your eyes widen in surprise. You feel a surge of adrenaline pump through your veins, fueling your crazed determination even more. Ignoring the pain, you continue to fire at the advancing SWAT team with renewed vigor. The SWAT team, taking cover behind their shields, fire back at Tom Smith, the coldest neega around man. Bullets ricochet off walls and ceilings, sending debris flying everywhere. Despite the intense firefight, you manage to reload your weapons again and again, refusing to back down or surrender. As the sun starts to rise, the sounds of sirens fill the air. The gunfight between Tom Smith and the police officers rages on, with the police taking heavy losses. The standoff seems to be at a stalemate, as neither side can gain an advantage. Suddenly you hear a voice over a loudspeaker. "Tom Smith, this is your last chance. Come out with your hands up or we will be forced to gas the area and enter." You laugh maniacally, feeling invincible. You ignore the warnings and continue to fire. Tom Smith, the coldest neega around man, laughs maniacally and fires his weapons back at the police officers. He is completely consumed by the killfest, his madness fueling his desire to eliminate everyone who dares to stand in his way. The SWAT team, seeing no other option, nods to each other and deploys gas canisters into your house. The noxious fumes quickly fill the air, causing your eyes to water and your throat to burn. Despite the effects of the gas, you continue to fire your weapons at the police officers. Tom Smith, still consumed by his mania and the high from taking a bullet, ignores the effects of the gas and continues to fire at the police officers with a newfound fervour. "I eat tear gas for breakfast, man," he yells, his voice hoarse from the smoke. "I am the coldest neega around, man." Suddenly, you feel an intense heat surrounding you as the police SWAT team begins to burn down your house. Fire engines and emergency personnel are quickly dispatched to the scene as the fierce gun battle continues between you and the heavily armed SWAT team. Your house becomes engulfed in flames, causing the temperature to rise even higher inside. Despite the intense heat and smoke, Tom Smith, the coldest neega around, manages to reload his weapons again. He fires wildly at the police officers, his delusions of grandeur and invincibility refusing to let him surrender or accept defeat. As the house continues to burn, you feel a sharp pain in your arm where the bullet had grazed you earlier. Suddenly, you black out from the pain and exhaustion, collapsing onto the floor of your burning home. Tom Smith, the coldest neega around man, was taken down to a hospital for medical attention while in custody. Doctors tried to stabilize him and remove the bullet that had lodged in his arm during the firefight with the police. Unfortunately, due to his severe psychosis and resistance to treatment, he escaped from the hospital within a week and remains at large, posing a significant threat to public safety. Authorities are actively searching for him, but it seems that Tom Smith, the coldest neega around man, will stop at nothing to continue his deadly rampage.